My pranams to all Atma Jyotis. Today's question is, who is close to God? How to become close to God? This is the question. So let me give a small story. Narada is very close to Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu. He always chants God's name, Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Narada feels that he is closest to Vishnu, he is closest to God. He is closest to God, and nobody is closer than him. Then he asks Vishnu, is there anybody closer to you than me? Then Vishnu says, yes, there is a farmer in earth who is very close to me. Then Narada is very curious. What is this farmer all about? He hides behind a tree and observes what farmer is doing. The farmer gets up in the morning, does some puja, eats some breakfast, goes for work in the field, and throughout the day he works, and he comes back home, does namaskara, and goes back to sleep. Narada says, what is special about this farmer? Vishnu says he is very close to him. Then he asked Vishnu Bhagavan, how come that farmer is very close to you? I am very close to you. Vishnu Bhagavan says, you are there 24 hours chanting God's name. The farmer is having many responsibilities at home. He is working in the agricultural field. He has to take care of children. He has to take care of family. Okay. He has to work throughout the day. Along with the work, he remembers me. Even in spite of doing hard work in the morning in the agricultural field, he remembers me. So he is closer to me from that sense. Now let us understand the word closeness. Closeness can be physical closeness or mental closeness or both. Who is close to God? Who is not? Because God, Paramatma, is the self of all, Atma. So from God's point of view, everybody is close to him. Actually, he is himself everybody. Paramatma himself is appearing as everybody. So from God's point of view, there is nobody who is away from him. Everybody is close to him. Everybody is his self. So from God's point of view, the closeness does not mean somebody is close, somebody is far up. All living beings are close to God. All non-living beings are also close to God because God only is appearing as all living beings and non-living beings. Water appears as wave, bubble, and foam. Water is close to wave, bubble, and foam because water itself is appearing wave, bubble, and foam. In that sense, Paramatma himself is appearing as living beings. So nobody is away from Paramatma. Everybody is close to Paramatma. Then what is the meaning of shloka in Bhagavad Gita? One who teaches Bhagavad Gita is closest to me. One who takes my message to people is closest to me. Bhagavad Gita chapter 18.68. What is the meaning of this is, from God's point of view, everybody is close. God is close to everybody. But from Jiva point of view, individual point of view, is he close to God? The closeness to the God, the concept comes from Jiva point of view, not from Ishvara point of view. Jiva point of view, somebody who reads the message of Bhagavad Gita, teaches the message of Bhagavad Gita, gets a deeper and deeper understanding of Jivatma Paramatma Ekatva. Oneness of Jivatma Paramatma. As he understands oneness of Jivatma Paramatma, from Jivatma point of view, he becomes closer to God. For God, there is nobody far away. God for everybody is self only. The understanding of closeness is from the Jivatma point of view, not from Paramatma point of view. Somebody studies Bhagavad Gita, gradually his understanding of God self deepens. Bhagavad Gita message is Tattvamasi, you are that. As Tattvamasi message becomes deeper and deeper understanding, Jivatma becomes very, very close to God. From Jivatma point of view, from Paramatma point of view, everybody is close. So this understanding we should have, distinction. The closeness from Paramatma point of view. So when Sri Krishna says Bhagavad Gita, somebody who reads Bhagavad Gita and teaches Bhagavad Gita others, he becomes close to God because he understands Jivatma Paramatma Ekatvam. That's where he becomes closer to God. The closeness to God is told in 4 phases: Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, and Sayujya. As Bhakta, for Paramatma is all pervading. For him, there's no Loka or there's no Paraloka. But for Bhakta, God is far away initially. I am separate from God, the feeling is there. Jivatma, Paramatma, differentiation, separation feeling is there. So Bhakta seeks God, invites, does Aradhana, Puja at home. So he feels God is coming to his world. So God, closeness of Bhakta to God is not from God point of view, from Bhakta point of view, devotee point of view. Devotee feels God has come to my house, God has taken Naivedya, because understanding of the devotee is changing. Gradually, mind is becoming more and more purified. Then he becomes Samipya, closer to God, either physically or psychologically. Physically closeness means he feels the presence of God in front of him, like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa felt Divine Mother in front of him. Or Samipya means mental understanding also, more closeness to the teachings of Bhagavan comes. Sarupya means the divine qualities develop in devotee. As the mind becomes more and more mature and more pure, the qualities of the deity, Bhagavan, starts appearing in the devotee. So Dharma, a devotee of Rama, starts developing Dharma. A devotee of Krishna, a devotee of Shiva develops in Viveka and Vairagya. Like that, Bhagavan's quality starts developing in devotee. Sayujya means devotee feels a oneness with the deity. So devotee feels I am one with the Bhagavan. So the closeness to God is from the devotee point of view. From Bhagavan point of view, everybody is close to Bhagavan. So now we have 2 scenarios: a physical closeness and psychological closeness. Is physical closeness required or psychological closeness sufficient? So this we don't have an answer. This all depends on the prarabdha karma of the jivi. Because of good prarabdha, some of the beings stay close to the master or deity and do service. The good karma is responsible for being close to the master. So for example, in Ramakrishna Paramahamsa life, a person called Master M, he doesn't say his name, Master M, he used to sit with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa day in and day out, record everything what he said and publish it. Because of thanks to him, we know Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's life. He was very close to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa because of his good karma, prarabdha karma. Swami Vivekananda is also close to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Swami Vivekananda travels different part of the world to spread the message of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Now, from Ramakrishna Paramahamsa point of view, both Vivekananda and Master M Both are close. Who is closer? Depending on the maturity of the soul, Jivatma, the Jivatma feels closer to God, Paramatma. So that way, we have to understand God's viewpoint and Bhakta's devotee's viewpoint, they are different. Devotee starts feeling more and more closer to God as that inner purification happens. Physical closeness to the God or Guru is because of good karma done in past life. How can we be closer to God? As our mind becomes more and more mature and purified, we are closer to God. More and more divinity starts manifesting in our life. That's why Guru gives Karma Yoga and Upasana methodology to the disciples, devotees. Karma Yoga and Upasana, while doing Karma Yoga, the mind is completely focused on work. Mind is focused on the work given by Guru. So that way the constant remembrance of Guru and God is always there. Compared to what we call as doing a normal office work. In the work which you do, when you dedicate it to Guru and God, the mind becomes very, very pure. And in that purity, it becomes close to God. It goes mentally close to Guru. So the service is a way of constantly focusing on Guru, God. Upasana is a way of constantly focusing on God. So Upasana or service take you mentally close to Guru. On the other hand, somebody is very close to Guru physically, but mentally may be away. So that is also there. Sitting close to next to Guru, but mind is wandering. Then physical closeness does not mean much. Physical closeness is required, mental closeness is required, then the benefit will be maximum. Or purity will be, or inner purification happens much more deeper. Is physical closeness important? Definitely important also, depending on the maturity of the seeker. Depending on different seekers require different type of maturity. So different seekers, when they come to Guru, their maturity levels are different. The presence of the Guru and communication, there are two aspects. A school teacher communicates, teaching is given. The presence of the teacher or his life does not matter to the student, how he lives. Whereas in case of a Guru, the presence also matters. So it is the life of the Guru which teaches. It is the presence of the Guru, the radiating joy, the peace will affect the disciple. So that is called presence. And Guru also gives a teaching, communication. So in the presence of such a realized master, the Shishya will start becoming one with the Guru. It's called communion. From Salokya to Samipya, Sarupya, he starts becoming one with the Guru. So here, the physical presence is there and mental presence is there. Both are required. Just physical presence will not be sufficient. Mental presence is very important. Then comes next level. What is important for closeness to God or Guru? Shraddha, the faith in the words of the Guru, faith in the words of Master. The words of the Master and words of God are not different. That's why it said Ishwaro Guru Atmeti. Ishwara's word and Guru's word are same in terms of teachings. So that is very important. Shraddha is very important. It is said that there was no rain in some place. People wanted to pray for God. with a lot of devotion, they do prayer in a field. Still, there are no signs. They did a lot of puja, chanting, everything they did. At that time, one girl walks in with an umbrella. People ask her, why did you bring umbrella? What if rain comes? We are praying for God, no? So her faith is the rain will come because we are praying to God. And immediately rain starts coming. It starts raining. Shraddha is important. Shraddha brings you closer to God, faith. So why did Krishna say, only the people who teach my words, take my message to people, are close to me? So I have told you here again, the shloka has to be understood, 16.68 has to be understood very clearly. Krishna is close to everybody. Krishna is not away from anybody. But one who does the work, dedicated work for God, he becomes closer to God because he has more and more deeper understanding of Jivatma Paramatma Ekatva. The closeness is from the point of view of the devotee through Karma Yoga Upasana. He feels he is closer to God. For God, everybody is close. And it does not matter what type of work you do. It is the heart which makes a difference. So in Ramayana, all monkeys were building a bridge. Then one squirrel, Hanuman is building big mountains and putting the bridge. Small monkeys are carrying small mountain stones. Whereas when squirrel comes and gets into water, wets his body and rolls in sand and takes a few sands to sand and puts in the bridge. Where is big mountain? Where is sand? The heart of the squirrel is doing service. The squirrel doesn't think that I am doing a small service. That's why it's called in Kannada, it's called Alilu Seve. Where a small thing does not matter. With what heart you does. So Rama is pleased and Rama touches the squirrel and 3 white lines appear on the squirrel back. This is the story goes. It is not what size of the work you do, with what focus and what heart you do makes a difference. Then comes the story of the Sri Krishna says, Phalam patram pushpam toyam. What you do your best of your capability. It's not that Hanuman lifts a big stone. I can only lift one few grains. It does not matter to the squirrel. It is what matters to squirrel is I am doing service to Rama. That's all. Phalam patram pushpam toyam means what you offer. Bhagavan doesn't expect you to offer gold, jewelry, necklace, whatever is that. Even phalam, one small fruit, patram, one leaf, or jalam, water. If you offer to God with good heart, Bhagavan, you are closer to God. It's ultimately your inner feeling, your inner evolution, which makes you closer to God. Faith is important. Then constant focus on Guru is important while doing work and service. Physical closeness is also important for some people or many people. But many people don't get that opportunity because of their karma, prarabdha karma. Because of some prarabdha karma, somebody get an opportunity to be closer to Guru. That opportunity to be utilized to focus on the teaching and develop the inner qualities of what Guru is preaching or teaching. Shama, Adama, Titiksha, Shapurati, Shraddha, Samadhana has to develop within the disciple. That is the importance of physical closeness. That's the importance of psychological closeness. So then there is a saying by Sri Krishna says, Artho Jidnasu Artharthi Dnani Cha Bharatarshabha. There are 4 types of devotees to Krishna Bhagavan. Artha, Jidnasu, Artharthi, Dnani. Artha means someone who is in difficulty. For him, God is part-time. When he is difficulty, he will call God. It's called Sankata Bandha Venkatramana. Call out God's name when he is in trouble. Other times he will forget. So now he is this devotee. For Bhagavan, the devotee is close. But for devotee, God is away. Because God is only on call, demand. on demand. Jitnasu means he is searching for God. He does not know where God is. For him also God is away. From his point of view. From God's point of view, he is close. Jitnasu says, where is God? I want to find God. Artharthi, from somebody who seeks money. For him, he'll remember God only when the business has to be done. Gnani is very close to God from Gnani's point of view. Why? Because Gnani has understood Jiva, Ishvara, Ekatva. Gnani has understood Bhagavan is my own self. He has understood the essential nature of God. He has understood Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanannane, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness. This he has understood. And as pure consciousness, I am one is God also has understood. For him, God is he is closest to God from Gnani's point of view. But for Artha or Jitnasu, Artharthi is close from God's point of view. These two point of view we should understand very clearly. Then another way of becoming close to God is that there was a saint called Gora Kumbara in Maharashtra. Every day he goes to sell his pots. He is a pot maker. And one day, and he carries from home the food. One day, his food is taken by a dog. The food pack is taken by the dog and dog starts running. Kumbara starts chasing the dog. Wait. People ask, Kumbara, I'll give my food. Why? Let the dog take the food. No, sir. I'm not chasing the dog to get back food. God in the form of dog has come. I am chasing God. I'm chasing God. The God has not taken the ghee. For the roti, I want to put the ghee. Please take the ghee. That's why I'm chasing God. Another way of finding God, becoming close to Guru, is finding God in everybody, every living being. The Guru lives in the every heart of every living being. So that's also closeness to God. When we are doing service, we are doing service understanding, oh, I'm helping somebody. No, that's not service. I'm helping somebody is a good karma. Service is seeing God in that person doing service. So I am doing not Nara Seva. I am not serving a human being. I am doing Nara Narayana Seva. Narayana in Nara I am doing Seva. Then it becomes purifying. So we have to understand from God's point of view, everybody is close. From devotee's point of view, the closeness comes as the understanding deepens. Shraddha, faith, service, and then puja, upasana, karma yoga, all this will take devotee closer and closer to God. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. You don't have to be under the impression that physical closeness itself is very important. Physical absence also is important for many people. So what happens when you don't have something very close to you? You feel the absence very deeply. Something which is present all the time versus something which you see is important but it's not available to you all the time. So that causes a lot of craving. And this craving for a guru or God is called Viraha Bhakti. Viraha Bhakti is very intense. Some people do not get the physical presence of God or Guru, but they get the Viraha Bhakti. That's also a blessing. That's also because of good karma, a great karma. Because of their work or because of their nature of life, they may have to stay away from God or Guru, but their mind is constantly focused on God or Guru because they miss. And this is much more, this is very intensive. This we call as Viraha Bhakti. Gopikas were singing and dancing with Krishna when Krishna was in Vrindavan. Krishna had to leave for Mathura. After that, he never returned to Vrindavan. The desire of Gopikas to see Krishna, to be with Krishna, intensified so much that in that individual, there a lot of purification happened. And they had a full realization of God, Krishna. And this relation happened because of the absence, not because of presence, physical presence. And it's called Viraha Bhakti. Viraha Bhakti is also a great blessing. What type of bhakti, what type of opportunity you get to be closer to Guru presence or to be away from the Guru or God? Both are based on your good karma. And sometimes for some people, it's Viraha Bhakti is very important. So for them, that is given. It said that another saying is there. So Krishna, on the day of Rasa Leela, Sri Krishna danced. Krishna came and danced. Every single Gopika felt Krishna is dancing with her. So, in our concept, God, if it talks to one person, God, the Bhakta is close to God. From God's point of view, God is close to everybody. In devotion, every devotee feels God is God to me. God is for me only. It is for only myself. So there is no jealousy or hatred for other people enjoying bhakti, because for everybody God appears as his own. So every Gopika felt Krishna is dancing with her only. So this is actually called devotee's relationship to Bhagavan, devotee's relationship to Guru is always one-to-one. It's not one-to-many. And this type of bhakti is called Ananya Bhakti. Between God and Bhakta and Bhagavan, there's no other thought comes. Not a single Gopika had a thought that, oh, Sri Krishna is dancing with other Gopika. Every Gopika thinks Krishna is dancing with me only. Ananya, there's no Anya, there's nobody else. Between Bhakta and Bhagavan, there's nobody else. That's called Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti is also very important. No thought of no other person, no other situation should come into picture. Mind should be completely focused on Guru and God. Ananya Bhakti is important. So, Viraha Bhakti or Bhakti in the presence of God, both are important in our spiritual journey. It all depends on which type of what you get, what type of karma you have done, and what type of bhakti is required for your evolution. You'll get it. Who is close to God? Is it clear? Who is not from God's point of view? From the devotee point of view, the closeness increases as more and more service is done, more and more understanding of devotee improves, matures. Finally, when Adnana drops, devotee and deity, Bhagavan and Bhakta, they are not separate. So there is no question of closeness. Jivatma becomes one with Paramatma. So that is the final Jnana.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Lalita Guruji.
Lalita. Yes, Lalita.
It was a very nice session, Guruji. Mentally, always close to Guruji. So that way, I feel very blessed, Guruji, because whatever teachings, everything, every talk, every morning, when I listen to your talks and interact with you, then definitely I'm mentally very present, because trying to practice what is being told by you and what is being told in the scriptures, everything. So that way, yes, mentally 24/7 I am closer, but physically definitely not yet fortunate enough to come close and put my head on Guruji's feet.
Nothing to worry. See, what happens is in the ancient times, Guru is someplace, Shishya is someplace. Only way to get any jnana was to go to physically close to Guru, maybe Himalayas or maybe in some remote cave or ashram. Now, thanks to modern technology today, any teaching is available to all the people as the teaching is given. The time and space does not matter. So teaching, listen to the teaching, imbibe the teaching in your life. That way you can be closer to Guru.
Yes, Guruji. That way, very blessed. To be frank, that way, really very blessed. And
Right now, use the facility, online presence, teachings.
yes,
When
yes.
physical presence opportunity comes, it will come.
Yeah, yes, Guru. Because the talks, especially the blessed life, the Aparokshagdara talks, and you fall only once. They were the best talks I have come across.
Very good.
Uh, so yes, the half full and half empty are really very touching, Guruji. So yeah, though at times I won't be able to join the live sessions, but still I don't miss an opportunity to go through the talks and try to implement in day-to-day life. That way, definitely thanks to the technology and maybe that prarabdha, the
Yeah.
punya is there where I'm able to connect with you through technology and able to practice in day-to-day life. No questions as such, Guruji. Everything is very clear. Thank you so much, Guruji. Pranams to you.
Hari Om. Anybody else any questions?